This is the Red Pill Dispensary. We're here live. We are covering this live. Let me get it like literally live. Okay. All right. So this is live from Minneapolis. This is based on what I was talking about yesterday. Let me just make sure I get some 5x5s. Let me get some 5x5s if you're with me. Minneapolis live. Looks like we're live. Yeah, we're live. We're live. Okay. All right. So we're live. All right. So. All right. Mute. So I'm not muting myself. No, fuck that. All right. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, we'll be jumping around because there's some good people on the street that have YouTube capability. Let's say this was happening in Boston, I'd be out there with my equipment. So I'll be while we're focusing on certain streams. I'll be switching out and following other ones as well. I just want to check. All right, so chat should be all good. Ready to chat. Chat should be good. Just making sure. Just putting that in. All right. Oh, usually it comes up as red pill. But you know what? I just want to get right to the scene. I'm hoping you guys are here with me. All right, good. Hey, Brian Lanham, I was just talking about you the other day. Hey, if you could send me an email, Brian, send me an email, please, to the Red Pill News at proton.mail. I wanted to speak to you. Sig, how you doing, Sig? So, by the way, I got with you, and then at the same time, Tony, what you just sent, it's all going towards that green screen. So now we're up to $40 towards the green screen thing. Okay, and then Joe Shields, what's up, brother? How you doing? So we're gonna cover this live. While you guys are watching this, I'm gonna try to be finding better streams, like people on the ground. But this is a good vantage point. This is live. I mean, I was so pissed about this. And, I'm not a black man. I mean, I have a half black, my girl's half black and my daughter's a quarter black. I mean, that don't mean anything compared to what these people are going through. But I feel like at the same time, it's bringing out the worst in society. And they're not honoring this guy's memory. They are taking advantage of a situation. By the way, what's on fire right now? I'm pretty sure that's the police station. You know how the military, when you're in the military or the National Guard or something like that, you don't back down. Well, we learned pretty quick that the Minneapolis police backed down. And I don't even blame them 100% because it sounds like their own leaders don't have their back. Now, don't get me wrong, when it comes to that motherfucker that had his knee on that poor guy, I never saw a black guy go blue. Well, I have, but that was from drugs. But I've never seen a black guy go blue from strangulation like I did in that video. That was the most disturbing video. More disturbing than any of the killings from Black Lives Matter. I mean, so that's probably definitely part of it, how disturbing it was to watch his soul leave his body as he's saying, "I can't breathe." But what they're doing is just ruining their own community. And what we've learned throughout the years is it takes at least 10 years for them to even rebuild these communities. So it's just, they overran the police precinct well before that, about an hour before that. The police, they said, this is too dangerous and we're out of here. So they were out. Um, you know, the DA, the assistant DA, they all tried to calm them down. I knew it wasn't going to work. It's just we. It hasn't been since Rodney King that we've had something like this, and back then it was like, you know, not as unbelievable. But to go through Black Lives Matter, which was a George Soros operation that took advantage of a couple situations where they may or may not have really kind of been doing not exactly the greatest thing, but didn't deserve to die. What went on with this officer with his knee on his fucking neck was disgusting. Like I was talking about this last night. I knew it was gonna get out of hand. If they had not cut me off in the middle of the stream last night, I would have told you, listen, this is gonna get out of hand. Certainly enough, it was getting out of hand as I spoke. Little did I know, and it's only getting worse tonight. So 16 buildings burned down to the ground last night. Couple people stabbed, someone was shot and killed. You're not going to hear their names. Also, you're hearing the name of the original victim yet less and less. I just think it takes away, and now we have more buildings on fire, including police stations and things like that. Well, a police station, at least that makes sense. Whereas they are burning mom and pop stores, like they're burning their own communities. I never got that. Like, go cut a community over. I'm not trying to give any ideas, but I mean, who's listening to me, right? Go over to the rich part of Minneapolis and burn that motherfucker down. Well, it might not be so easy, And literally, the police, it is literally lawlessness in Minneapolis. The police have left about an hour and a half ago now, and it's lawlessness, and you can see it. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, we've seen things like this. The only thing I can think of is like the LA riots, and during the LA riots, I was 6, so I think I'm pretty sure that's the police station. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the police. Either that building or the other building on fire. Let me see if I can get you guys some audio instead of just myself talking, because I'm gonna talk myself into trouble here. Not that I give a fuck. It sounds like they're really not giving much audio. But this is the best. I mean, damn. Some people are leaving tonight. There's gonna be some like 3rd, 2nd, and 1st degree burns tonight. You know it. I'm curious what you guys think. And the crazy thing is my phone, it's just dead right now. I don't know if maybe I could use Amanda's phone if I promise to use one of those one of the what's it called? Like I could like put a fake phone number out there. Yeah, Brandy, I was on last night too, but they didn't even post it. And when they did post it, they posted that it was a month ago. That's why I kept on posting it in the what's it called? The community post. So if you want to see last night's show, it's in the community post. So yeah, right now my phone's missing, but you know what? Let me go ask my girl, and I'll tell her that I won't give her number out, and I'll just do it a different way. I'll like you can like get like like a fake text app or whatever. You get like a different thing. All right, so I'll leave up the footage. I'll go ask that question. Yo, look at them climbing. Yo, I've never seen anything. I mean, like I said, I was too young for like riots, and Black Lives Matter ain't got shit on what's going on in Minneapolis right now, and rightfully so. Now, I'm not saying that what they're doing is right. I mean, they're literally doing things to their own community. That's what I don't understand. When you do it to your own community, yeah, I understand you're pissed. You demonstrate, But then again, I can't stand when I see Al Sharpton out there asking for peace. I feel like, if anything, people are just on to his bullshit. Are those bodies on the ground everywhere down there? Are those bodies, yo? Holy shit! Are those bodies? Yo, hold on. He just scanned away for a reason. Was there a secondary explosion? Hold on, guys, stick with me here. There's no way that they're just laying there next to a fucking fire. Hold on. No, they're getting people out of there. Something's going down. Cause just that smoke alone is enough to put you down. Are those fucking bodies? Is that a body right there? Yo, that's a body. That one's a body for sure. And look, see, they don't understand things like backdraft and things that I was taught when I was younger from my uncles who are firemen. Yo, those were fucking. They look like bodies to me. Holy shit! All right, let me go. I'm gonna go grab the phone. I just think it's stupid to do it in your own neighborhood. I would go to the rich part of town and do it there. Yo, I think that was bodies. Cause look, they're ending their stream. So let's go back. Let's exactly see what did I miss while I was talking. All right, we see this. Okay. And while we're doing that, hold on. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I'm going to also find other streams as well. And as far as the answer to can you call in, yes. I'm just going to go and ask to use that phone because my phone's like nowhere to be found. And my daughter does this sometimes because it's like I research so much. Like she like hides my phone on me. So maybe something's going on right here. Cause this is I'm pretty sure I saw the bodies or anything. Look, see, they don't know they're zooming in, but they don't know what's been going on since. And look, like people are like, why would you walk up right to the fire? I mean, obviously people are like fucking drunk and shit too. There's gonna be some deaths from tonight for sure. I mean, it's early. It's, by the way, Minneapolis is Central Time, if I'm not mistaken, and it is only 11:45 Eastern Time, so it's only 10:45 there. They got a lot of night to burn. This is probably where it gets out of hand, here or right there. But then again, we got this whole situation. I think that's the police station. I think that's the police. Here you can tell the garage where they pull in with the prisoner. I think this is the police station. They already took that over. And if I was a police officer, I wouldn't stay either. Not when your governor doesn't have your back, and you're put in that type of situation. What are you gonna do? Be the one cop out there, because maybe you don't have a family. You'll be dead. It won't take long for you to be dead, especially with the explosives and everything else going on. Alright, let me make sure that we stay charged first. I just want to keep an eye, because I want to know if, man, I would hate if I catch bodies on the screen like that. Hopefully it's just something else. And the thing is, there's no political lines when it comes to what's going on here. I'm just wondering what is going on. So maybe that's just some burnt stuff thrown in. So maybe they're not bodies. Okay. I was just worried about like because out of nowhere. Now, what are these lights? I mean, National Guard was supposed to be called in last night. I didn't see him. Let's see what's going on now. Alright, so we're done with that stream. Let's go into a new stream. And while I put on a new stream...
If you've been watching any of the coverage from Minneapolis today about what happened last night...
He actually makes some good points.
Well, that what's happening on the streets there, no matter what it may look like, is actually a quest for justice.
While I find a good stream from the ground, I'm going to leave him up.
Have been oppressed for so long they can no longer stand idle. What you're seeing in Minneapolis is democracy in its purest form. Effectively, it's a political rally. Here was a representative seen last night.
Craziest stuff I've ever seen right now. This is Target right now.
Who did you know it gets way...
Wait a second, you may be thinking, that didn't look like a political rally. Those people look like looters. They were smashing cash registers with hammers to steal other people's money. Well, yes, technically they were doing that. And yes, as a factual matter, they were smashing the cash registers because they had already stolen everything else in the store. So no, it doesn't look like conventional political activism. But before you judge them, keep in mind, it could have been far worse. It's not like they were doing something immoral, like protesting Gretchen Whitmer's coronavirus lockdowns in Michigan. That would have been a different story.
Black people's right to protest is secondary to white people's right to be an armed protest with long guns, terrifying-looking war weapons.
This is how the protest of Floyd's death ended up. Police in riot gear flooding the streets with tear gas and shooting rubber bullets into the crowd. Another example of how this pandemic has been a kind of black light, exposing all the inequalities in American life. That's the meme that's going around right now with the cops, with the black kid on the ground saying hello to the white guy in camo with the AK-47 and the mask who was protesting in Michigan. That when it's white people with guns and they're out and they're angry and their faces with cops, didn't see any of that. Everybody's civil.
It's as if some people are accorded the rights of citizenship and other folks are just expected to be obedient. These folks ended up in the state capitol, Craig, with automatic weapons, and they were treated with kid gloves.
Oh, you see, it's not at all like those fascists in Michigan. In Minneapolis, there's a reason people doing it. A legitimate reason. Even the cash register smashers, they were civilly smashing the cash registers, so relax. And by the way, the cash registers deserved it anyway. As Joy Reid suggested on MSNBC, they're probably European cash registers and therefore complicit in oppression.
Europeans came to this country to get away from being subjects of the kings in Europe. But what they did was they created for themselves sort of a kingdom, every man a king, but the subjects are black people, these armed white men who can get armed up and walk into a state capitol, and that's okay, and the police are benign. They don't even act afraid. But let black people show up and protest the death of an innocent black man, and suddenly, you know what, we need tear gas, we gotta go full force. Charlottesville, the same thing. The police were there to protect the people who were marching as neo-Nazis, not to protect the black people.
So who watches Joy Reid, you may be wondering? Well, it turns out the people who run Minneapolis apparently watch Joy Reid. As their city crumbled around them, local leaders huddled in deliberation. They emerged with a plan. They declared that racism is, quote, a national emergency. CNN immediately trumpeted the development as if it were breaking news. Meanwhile, mobs in downtown Minneapolis kept looting, stores kept burning, normal people of all colors huddled indoors, terrified. No one bothered to explain how any of this was connected. How exactly does racism have anything to do with looting ATM machines or stealing PlayStations through Target? It's confusing. What we do know is that riots are now acceptable because racism is a national emergency. That's the new standard. Okay, so now that we're in a state of national emergency, the question is, what is not acceptable? What's not okay? Anything? Here's what some of the, quote, protesters were chanting last night in Minneapolis. So you're not going to see that clip on CNN. How come? It's simple. Facts like this, and there are a lot of them, challenge the carefully constructed storyline that our leaders richly profit from. Therefore, those facts must be suppressed. For example, practically every day we're told that white cops are a mortal threat to black men, and some are, obviously. It's what started this whole thing. A black man was killed by the police. Awful. But what are the national numbers on this? Well, actually, we know the answer. A study from last year found that white police officers were less likely to shoot and kill non-white suspects than non-white police officers were. In any given year, police kill more white suspects, armed and unarmed, than black suspects. And that's a fact, by the way. It's not political propaganda. It's provably true. Yet no one on television will ever say that because that fact threatens the scams they're working. Eddie Glaude Jr. might be the living embodiment of this phenomenon. If you've ever wondered whether yelling racist at the people you want things from is an effective business plan, Eddie Glaude is living proof that indeed it is. By regularly screaming racist, Glaude has been able to ride a mediocre academic career all the way to an endowed professorship at Princeton. It's a job with such high pay and so few actual requirements that Glaude can dress like a British lord and spend much of his day shuttling by limo between cable news hits. Talk about a sweet gig. As long as Eddie Glaude continues to denounce people as racist, the right people, he can probably keep that job forever. So naturally, Eddie Glaude has no interest in explaining how exactly racism makes people loot Target. It just does, okay? And if you disagree with that premise, you're a racist yourself, so shut up. As Glaude told viewers on MSNBC, it's all about the, quote, context.
It's human beings' natural inclination when they feel wrong, when they feel put upon, when they're living under oppressive conditions, is to lash out. And this is the history of the West, it's the history of the world in some ways. And so part of what we have to do is try to understand the context that led to what happened.
Oh, the context. Squint your eyes at the context.
Are you kidding me,
Of course. There's a context to setting fire to McDonald's.
Times I was talking to this dog.
So you've got to wonder, how would Eddie Glaude Jr. respond if something like this happened to him? If looters descended on his house, would Glaude gently describe them as protesters if they made off with his firm name necktie collection? If thugs with bandanas on their faces smashed the windshield of his BMW with rocks, would Eddie Glaude call the police? Or would calling the police be racist? Just how long, in other words, could Eddie Glaude maintain his fraudulent
I promise you can hear it.
in the face of the
I
kind of
swear
violence
you can hear it.
he's
Just as you can hear me the whole time,
We're
they
thinking
can
not
hear
very long.
anything that you're saying to me.
Let's hope Eddie
While
Garber's
I'm
never
looking for the
tested on
fucking
that story
phone.
anytime
Look at
soon.
those
Let's hope
kids.
none of us.
Listen, so you're not even looking for
Along with
the
outbreaks of mob violence,
Just let me use your phone.
where they're
Let me
going
use your
next.
phone.
No, I need it.
No, you're in there friggin', I don't even do it.
They're
No, I don't even
unpredictable
know.
and they are mortally dangerous.
That's
That's why you don't encourage them. In St. Paul, signs have appeared in
Yeah,
store
she's
windows
so
announcing
cute.
this
I
is a
know.
black-owned business. In other words, we're the right skin color.
Imagine you doing
Sparrows.
dogs, but whoa.
What does that tell you?
What?
Imagine if you saw a
Ew,
sign saying
that's
white-owned business in windows. You would be horrified, and you should be. You'd know it was a race riot. We've had a lot of those in this country through the years, and there is nothing worse than that. But Minneapolis has decided to just let their riot happen and damn the consequence. Watch the city's police chief explain why he doesn't plan to do anything at all to stop riots.
No. I just put that on real quick.
I
put that on real quick, but fuck that. I'm done with Tucker
let that
Carlson.
site go for now and focus on keeping the rest of the neighborhood as safe as possible.
Yeah, right.
What
yeah.
is that? Is that those people?
Ha.
Are those all
Yeah, it's so
people?
funny. So it's like 2 hours later. You already see 2 hours later?
Wait, are those all the people there? Is that from the guy
That's
that got choked?
nothing. That's nothing.
Is that
yeah.
from the choke guy?
Amanda, really? The guy who got choked? You call him the choker?
Because he was
If you're
choked
watching
to
any
death.
of the
Yeah, he was
coverage
choked. Yeah.
from Minneapolis today about
But
what
calling him a
happened last night,
choker, it's not the best, like...
No, like a choke artist
Choke.
to like a choke guy. Like
Yeah, he got choked.
Choke.
Yeah, by the fucking pig. Yeah.
By a cop, yeah. Like a bad cop.
Usually these conversations are the other way around. Like, what are you trying to do?
I'm not trying to do anything.
Clean up the image? Like, maybe it was worse than what I thought going on in here.
I'm
When
not
I was...
even looking
Alright.
at it. I don't even know what's
Alright,
going on.
so, anyway, I gotta find some... I gotta
I'm
find...
on
Alright, yeah,
Dostoevsky.
sure.
I'm back. I'm still
Yeah,
on
sure.
Dostoevsky.
Did you
I'm
find my
still
phone?
in the 1800s.
Here we go.
That was the last
I don't want to watch NBC News though. I don't watch NBC News. Fuck them. I want like actual from the ground. They're protected, although you do get a feel of it. I mean, it's lawlessness.
There are, it's a typical industrial structure in which there are things above, and I see a satellite dish there, so I don't know whether those are people living in some of these apartments or buildings above the storefronts. There's certainly no lights on in this area.
Yeah,
So
people
it may
live
be
above
the air
storefronts.
is on.
Have you ever been to the fucking hood? You fucking idiot. He's like, there's some storefronts, but then there's some like buildings, like structures above the storefronts with satellite dishes. I don't know if people possibly live there. I mean, who would live above a storefront?
You don't even have to be in the
I mean, how many storefronts? I know. How many storefronts that we Lowell, we lived above the thrift store that we lived above the other place in Worcester. That's 2 storefronts we lived in. No, he's dead serious when he said it. He's dead serious. He's dead serious.
So it may be that the whole thing hasn't caught fire. It doesn't seem to be burning.
Do you want to give your thoughts on the matter? Or I find it good? You don't know what's going on.
This whole block essentially is on fire behind me.
I'm thinking about like why this would ever
If you're
happen.
watching any of the coverage from Minneapolis,
No, this was you know what? I thought there was like no, normally that's where I'm at. Usually that's how my mind works. Like why was this done? What reason was this done for? But no, when you watch the actual video,
I need to know it in real time.
I
Real time,
truly
what are we gonna do?
believe when you watch it in real time, this was like no. When you watch it in real time, all right, this is like Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. So at least we get a street view. Well, Minneapolis is. I had a few friends from Minnesota in the military. They were all black, and they were all from Minneapolis. Minneapolis has a huge Somali population too. Ilhan Omar is a representative from Minnesota.
I know they need military cars and say like why destroy your own children? It's stupid. It is stupid.
You know what? I like this. I like this. You hear this? At least I like this. I like this. They're actually chanting. Listen.
It's not happening to me, but you know what?
No, this is what I'd rather this than what I've been seeing. I'd rather see they're chanting the man's name who died in that horrific fashion. I've never seen, out of all the cops killing black people and killing minorities, I never seen one like that, where it was just like, you know, he killed them over like a 6-minute period. He just slowly suffocated. It was torture. It was torture and death on camera. You saw the whole thing? Yeah, it's terrible. So I'd rather them, like, you know, chant his name and things like that. That, I'm down with that. That's what a protest should be. And guess what? If some shit gets fucking burnt and broken along the way, that's fine. But you know what? When you burn and fuck up and loot and he just did like he just did the what's supposed to be the white power sign, the symbol. When I was younger, I used to always do the 3-finger symbol, but in Boston it means blood, sweat, and tears. I don't know. I think that's something 4chan like made that into something it wasn't. They made it into something it wasn't, and I guess you gotta hold it the other way. Well, this seems to be a lot of like white protesters, so they're more like chanting names. And I'm not saying the black protesters are more into violence. I'm just saying the black protesters are the ones really fucking shit up. Let's be real. Because they're 100 times more pissed. Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. Yeah, you're black. Yeah. So you get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're 100 times more pissed. You want to watch the video real quick? You want to watch the video real quick?
Probably. I could have.
Let's watch it.
Because I don't want to be like stupid. Like I could only.
No, hold on, guys. By the way,
Understand.
we can only watch flames go so long, right?
There.
Let's just for anybody who missed the memo here, let's and when I say that, I mean that for the audience, I mean that for everybody. I want people to see this actually go down. Courtesy Richie from Boston. It's inappropriate. Mother.
What's inappropriate?
You know what? Iggy had it. Let me see Iggy.
Is this still live?
Yeah, it's live. We're live. Iggy.
Wait. I walked to that package thing right now. Like where the packages show up with the books that today be there right now.
You'd have to check my cell phone, so you gotta find myself.
No. It's on my. I can check on my. Wait, what is it? It's not just on Amazon.
I couldn't. I was trying to figure out the password.
It's from the card.
Trying to figure out the password. So he's covering. Okay, here we go. Man.
Maybe
Oh wait, maybe that.
4-minute range with him choking him with his knee like that.
And you know what? And Iggy actually does us. Shout outs to Iggy. Yo,
Pop.
he actually, Iggy Pop. What is that? What's Iggy Pop? I know it's something lame.
Stooges?
From Three Stooges?
From a band called the Stooges.
Oh, a band? Alright, if anyone knows a band called the Stooges, Iggy Pop, shoutouts. Anyway, back to reality. So, I mean, now Iggy's gonna think like you're dissing him, just so you know.
Dissing?
Yeah.
You're welcome. He wishes he was Iggy Pop. Actually,
Iggy
you know
Pop?
what? He doesn't. He wishes he was Iggy Pop in 1970 freaking like.
1970 something.
Maybe 1985.
So Iggy Pop's a band from
Probably
75.
fell off. No,
You know what? I bet
he's
you
a
I get.
front man.
Listen, I got some. He's the front man.
And he probably
I
fell
got
off.
an audience that might know it. But anyways, guys, you guys get it.
Fell off
If anyone who like
80s,
haven't been able to get any footage, I'd like to thank Iggy for this.
Like infamously, he became
Alright, ready?
just a huge dick, and like anything you see with him talking, he's just like fucking stupid dude.
Who, Iggy Pop? By the way, she's talking about the musician, not the YouTuber. She's talking about the musician, not the YouTuber, to make that totally clear. Okay. Alright, so check this out. Look, he's moving. His eyes are moving.
What you're going to see
He's
is this
still
dude
alive.
slowly suffocate him. Okay, we're seeing it in a minute and 38 second span. This real
is
video is in a
you can find Iggy at
4-minute range.
Iggy
with him choking him with his thing, like
NB5679
4-minute range.
or
Right now, this mark
Shadow
from this
Band
specific
Productions.
dude filming it is about probably 3 minutes into him being choked.
You know what? Let me
You're
just
gonna
shout out
witness this
exact.
dude turn
Yeah,
blue.
so he
Black
has
dude
this on
turn blue.
Shadow Band Productions. Okay.
Piece of shit pig. Piece of shit pig.
Yo, and that
They should
fucking
have tackled this
that
cop, man.
Asian cop got fucking fired. Both these cops are fired right now. They're both pressing. They're both got charges coming against them.
You know that's bogus right now, bro. You know it's bogus. You can't look at me like
So you gotta think, they don't realize that he's gonna die
You can see
or
the
is
cop.
about
Listen.
to die. But this
Oh,
cop is
shit.
enjoying it.
Son of a bitch.
That's the thing, like, there's
You
two
can
types
witness.
of people who become
You can
cops.
see this is cold
Most
blooded murder. Hold on.
want to protect their community. Then you get that 1% that, you know, they might be from real north or whatever their backstory is. And they just wanna, I mean, I never heard it said better than in, Departed. Put a, N-words head through a, glass window. Well, he did a lot more than that. Alright? Not that that's okay, but he choked him. And it seems like he let out just enough so that he could breathe again a little bit, so he could talk, and then really started pushing down. As somebody who's taken jujitsu, who's taken judo, who's taken, different types of martial arts, he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. So it's not going to be much longer, but for those of you guys who understand why they're burning shit down in Minneapolis, this is why. And then we'll get back to live footage. And Amanda might even come back and give some weird analysis, whatever that was. And also, I'll be taking calls. So shout outs to Shadow Band Productions, by the way. That's where I'm getting this.
This is cold blooded murder. Hold on. 4-minute range. with him choking him with his knee like that. 4-minute range. Right now, at this mark from this specific dude filming it is about probably 3 minutes into him being choked. You're going to witness this dude turn blue. Black dude turn blue.
Yeah. I've seen that once before, but it was drug related. Never seen someone. He said, you hear him? I cannot breathe. He just said, I cannot breathe.
They should have tackled this cop, man.
While the Asian cop fucking stood up for the white cop.
How long I gotta hold him down?
Asian cop
You know
turning
that's
up for
bogus
the
right
white
now, bro.
cop.
You know it's bogus. You can't even look at me like a man because you a bum, bro.
Look how he's... You can see the cop. Listen. Oh, shit. Son of a bitch. You can witness. You can see this is cold-blooded murder. Hold on. You son of a motherless, man. You can see the cop driving his knee in this dude's neck. You see what I'm saying? Watch how he's tensing. He's trying to like put his weight even deeper onto this dude's neck, right? That's premeditative now. Now we're at premeditative stage. This is murder. We're about right there.
You know that's bogus right now, bro. You know it's bogus. You can't even look at me like a man because you a bum, bro. He's not even resisting arrest right now, bro. Stop breathing right now.
Yo, at this point, I think his life just is about to leave him. His life just left him.
Okay, look.
They just checked his.
He's blue.
You see that? Yeah. Listen, guys. Unfortunately, I've encountered some dead bodies in my life, and that man's dead. They say that he died at the hospital. That's bullshit. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. He was dead right there. I mean, we're basically watching a snuff film, and that's disturbing. But yeah, so he was dead right there. Just the seeing someone with that darker skin turn blue like that, and the fact that his body was limp, or you'll see. They check for a pulse right away. They realize there's no pulse. Like the guy checked for like 2 seconds. If you look, the guy could just tell just by looking. I mean, when you're used to finding like overdosed or murdered people, it's only a quick check before you know they're dead. So this is the guy. Look at him. Just look at him. Still pressing down. Look at him. Now he's starting to let his knee up a little bit. Actually, no, he's still alive. He's still alive. It happens real quick. He's pushing down. He's like giving a little bit. They check. He's dead.
He's blue.
He's dead with it. That's where he's dead. Because he was like letting up, pushing down, letting up, pushing down. Like that's the way you kill. Like he could have killed him quicker. I'm talking over Iggy, but this is my stream, and I'm using his stream. And thank you, Iggy. But listen, you see how he was kind of like lifting his knee just a tiny bit and then pressing back down? It's because he didn't want to kill him too quick. And you wonder why places are burning. Alright? It's disgusting. And then when someone comes to check him, they realize, yeah, he's dead. Because towards the end, he really pushed down with everything he had. In a methodical way. I mean, obviously this guy knows some type of, martial arts on top of what they show you. No, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Dog, you gotta be kidding me, bro. All these cops, guys. I can't stand pigs like this, man. can't stand pigs like this. So look, now we're going straight to this riot, all right, to this protest riot. Dude, you're gonna see the YouTubers.
So he's talking about like the riot like that night. So we're gonna get back to the riot as of tonight. I just wanted to like show anybody who was wondering like, hey, I never saw. I'm sure there's someone in the audience that's like, hey, I never actually saw the the actual choking of this man. Well, because the news only shows so much. Fuck the police, she said. I like how at least this chanting his name. I was worried that his life and his name were going to be lost. His family, they made a call for, peaceful protest, which this seems to be to a point. They're burning shit, but compared to the other ones, it's not so bad. Yo, you see this dude up here? Yeah, the roof's gonna collapse. You hear what they're saying? You go off the roof, it's gonna collapse. There's people on each of the roofs. We saw a guy on the roof over there. We saw a guy on the roof over here. The roofs are gonna collapse. No fireworks. This seems to be like a more safety conscious type of protest. I'm not like out looking for mayhem, but I kind of am at the same time. Fuck roughly. Let's see what we got. Amanda, did you find either phone yet? I'd love to take some calls on. I'll use the an app I have. We don't watch NBC News. They're lame. They're not in it. I want to see somebody from the ground. You know what? You know how you do that? In the last hour, who's uploaded? Here we go. Well, that's still a radio station. 17 minutes ago. By the way, I'll just give this guy a quick shout out.
Almost like a motorcycle engine revving. We are live. Holy shit, we finally broke the seal.
Waterwave TV.
God damn, sus. Here, you gonna call me on my phone?
That's the police headquarters, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Alright. Hey, man, live. I don't even know what type of videos are going to be posting on my YouTube channel because of how this is going. But we just kind of moved away from the crowd. This is the craziest so far it's gotten.
Oh, you're lame. Get with the crowd. I'm going to fast forward. Hopefully this guy gets towards the crowd. He is.
I don't want to get too close because I don't want the stream to end, but I'm just going to keep my distance. You got to understand. They're burning down the President. All the stores around here are burned down.
Everything, but that's the thing. I never understood that. Burning down your own neighborhood. They say it takes at least 10 years to build back these neighborhoods.
But they've been saying that all day, but shit, it seems more realistic now.
Oh, the National
Well,
Guard?
our car's that way, but we can definitely run that way. Oh my god, cars are just zooming around.
Yeah, they said the National Guard would be there tonight. I have seen no sign of the National Guard, may I add.